more. Starring your host and co-host, Jenny Nicasio, Sean Kelly, and Jason Sledgehammer Ryan Petro. Brought to you by UPRN Network. Now for your host, Jenny Nicasio.
Good evening and welcome to Chasing Prophecy on FM 107.7 in New Orleans, where we discuss anything and everything beyond the scope of normal. I'm Jenny Nicasio, and my co-hosts are Sean Kelly and Jason Petro. Welcome to Chasing Prophecy, everyone.
Hey, welcome.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, how are you tonight?
Good,
oh, boy.
Good.
Hell, just got off for work.
Yeah.
So that was one show last week, huh?
Oh, hell yeah, it was. I loved it. I loved the show.
You loved it?
Yes, I did. I did.
Well, I would say that was one for the record books. I never had a heated conversation before like that on the show, but I think it was really cool.
I think you handled yourself real well, Jenny.
I tried. What are your thoughts on the show, Sean?
My thoughts on the show. Now, I respect everybody who was on our show, but it's what happens when you get like 5 or 6 egos into one room, you know, and especially it was that Tom, the one dude in the middle, you know, doing all that years of studying and interviewing all those people, stuff like that. And then someone comes in and says, you're wrong. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it was like, wow. And then you could just feel and see the anger coming off these people. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. The lady in the lower left, I wish she would have came on a little bit earlier, man, because, you know, I really enjoyed listening to what she had to say for the little bit of time she had.
Oh, yeah. She was on, what was her name? Denise? Or was it Denise?
Debbie.
She's with MUFON, and she did a lot of research with the Roswell. It was really interesting. Yeah, we're going to have her on the show in August, by the way.
Nice.
Awesome.
I'm excited about it, so it should be good. What are your thoughts, Jason?
Last week's show was incredible. You know, just hearing so many different sides of Roswell. You know, like Sean said, from people that have researched it for 30 years, and then other people that, have also done tons of research and have, what it comes down to is just everybody's different opinions, and, your beliefs,
Mm-hmm.
like it's either this happened or this didn't happen. What do you feel? It's what it really comes down to. And then, that's when stuff gets heated, and you just kind of sit back and watch it unfold.
It's like the royal rumble of radio.
Yeah, that was pretty fun. It was
in this corner.
It was pretty.
What did you think of it, Jenny? What did you think?
Well, I think that I truly believe that it was aliens, unlike our other person on the show, Joe. But I don't know. I think it was connected. I think it's all connected to what's going on now with the the declassification of the Tic Tac videos and all the videos. But I really found interesting was there was, like you said, there was everybody's own opinion. So that was good. And it brings me to what we're going to discuss tonight. We're going to discuss some things that are going on. A lot of chatter in all the different forums like Reddit and Godlike Productions. There's some interesting stuff going on out there this week. July 18th. So I want to talk about that, but just a minute. I'm just trying to make sure that we're all sharing. Are you guys all sharing with the stream? Are you all sharing it, please? Go on, take a second and share it, because I want to make sure everybody gets to listen to this, because this stuff is really strange and exciting and a little scary. So if you could just take a quick second to share the stream, and I'm going to try to share YouTube. So it's on the UFO Paranormal Radio Network on YouTube. So if we're going to just take a second real quick and share this stream. So because I don't want anybody to miss out on this because it's going to be interesting. And I will have the phone calls up, the number. I have to find that too. So just, there is a number to call in. Okay, so make sure you turn your volume on. So I'm just going to start real quick. I'm going to put my reading glasses on because I'm blind, seeing close up. So there's a lot of chatter. I just poked myself in the eye. This is going to be one of those nights. Okay, there's a lot of chatter. And I pulled this one from Reddit. And I believe it's Reddit. Let me make sure. No, this one is from Godlike Production. No, this is from Reddit. Apparently, July 18th, and aliens are going to reveal themselves. Now, have an open mind on this while I read this. So, apparently, this person on Reddit, his handle was Throwaway Alien, said he was an abductee. Started when he was 12 years old in 1987. So I was 12 years old. I say abducted, but it's not like that. Actually, you go willingly. It's scary, but it's exciting too. And they are somehow able to make you feel okay about the things that are happening. It's not until later that you feel bad or like you've been violated. And they don't do it a lot. They don't do a lot of probing or any kind of raping or anything like that, like Hollywood nonsense. They look inside of people, their minds, and sometimes they have machines that do it for them. So it's kind of strange. So they are looking at your mind, and they have like sort of X-ray machines is the easiest way to describe it. Well, I'm just going to jump to the chase. I'm not going to read everything he says about being abducted, but we're going to go to the incident. Okay, that they've taken me up just about every 2 years, I'd say, since 1987, just about. Sometimes it's even more. And I didn't go up there. I haven't gone up. He's gone up between 1995 and 2000. And this particular thread is basically from 2013. And somebody reposted it. And what he says is they make contact with Earth on a wide scale in 2021. So it goes up to the whole program, or whatever they call it, is going to change everything in July 2021. I think they said the 8th, but I'm pretty sure it was the 18th. So we've already passed the 8th, and we're on to the 18th of July. And July, that's his one thing. He says that the aliens are going to make contact with Earth worldwide. It's going to be blown up all over the news everywhere on July 18th, 2021. Okay, and this guy actually it was deleted, but somebody reposted it. And then there's more posts. So I'm going to take a real pause, and I want your thoughts on this, Jason, first. What are your thoughts on this?
Well, like you said, to have an open mind, there's a lot of sightings and everything that are going on, that we were talking about, the Tic Tac videos, and everything's getting declassified. But on the other side of things, the first thing that comes to my mind is, remember like 10, 11 years ago, whatever it was, maybe 2012, when they're claiming the rapture, and they had a certain date for the rapture.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The rapture never happened. So I'm kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place on this, because they're, between, everything that's getting declassified, is it possible? Absolutely. Why wouldn't it be? But, it's like the same story. Some guy was talking about this rapture's coming, and everybody started freaking out, and then having rapture parties and all this other stuff. And then nothing happened. So.
Okay. I hear you. Now, what about you, Sean?
Well, I was really looking into it, and it just comes down to what happens if nothing happens on July 18th, where no aliens invade, no aliens.
Okay.
What happens? I mean,
what happens if it doesn't happen? Nothing.
Yeah, nothing. I mean,
nothing.
Now here's my question: How like defeated are these people who really believe that this is going to happen? What's it going to? Will it like take them over the edge, or they're in for some real ridicule? And that's that side. The other side is, if it does happen, right?
Mm-hmm.
What are we supposed to do? Honestly, how do we know that they're just want to shake their hands and say, "Hey, it's a UFO," and then thinking about it, remember that one show we talked about a long when we first started? Was it Project Blue Book or Blue Beam or something?
Yeah. Well, yeah,
Maybe
that's what it could be. It could be CGI. It could be anything like that.
Right,
Definitely.
exactly. Yeah, so
and it might be because they're doing a lot of distractions. They want to distract us from what's really going on out there.
You know, it'd be
right,
awesome.
exactly.
What if on the 18th, you know, today's technology and everything, what if there was an emergency broadcast, but it ended up being a giant hoax?
Well, that's what we're coming into now.
What they were showing, like all these aliens coming and all this stuff, everybody be freaking out.
Okay.
I'll be busy at work.
Okay, so well, that's good. You have somewhere to hide. Do they have a basement? Okay, no. Let's be serious. Okay, now this one, there's an event. This was taken off. Let me make sure I got this right. I think this may be Godlike Productions. Okay. There's going to be an event July 18th, 2021. Will it be at Yellowstone National Park and aliens protecting us? Aliens protecting us from what? There's a question. Okay. So here we go. July 18th event was deemed that the whole world will see it. Now, this person who put this on his handle was TAA, I believe. That's his profile name. And I can't think of much that could be more explosive than a super volcano erupting. Aliens have been clear for many years that they will arrive on July 18th. They obviously can travel through time, and they know the date is the end of humanity. Now, that's something to think about, guys. Now, he wrote this several days ago, and this was about a week ago. They've been debating whether or not to post it because this can cause a lot of problems. So he believes July 18th, 2021, this is going to happen. And it goes on to say, the events of July 18th, 2021 may not be planned or enacted by aliens at all, but rather a natural disaster or celestial event, meaning it could be a comet, it could be an earthquake, a volcano, and perhaps the ETs in contact with us are warning us in knowledge on this event due to their advanced technology in monitoring the universe. Now, that would explain why they keep being, videotaped for the last 2 years. Sean, what are your thoughts?
My thoughts is that guy just covered his ass in one sentence when he said, is what he did. So that's the first thing that's on my mind. The second thing is, in fact, we might have to do another show because I want to somehow research that dude, bring him on, because I think he's full of malarkey myself. And this is my own opinion, okay? I mean, to come and say that the world's going to, happen at the end, these aliens, but maybe not. Maybe it's just a Haley's Comet. You know what I mean? Well, come on.
Well, I think there's some clear, could happen, because he also says his personal prediction is that the comet will hit Earth on July 18th. Moreover, it will arrive approaching towards the North Pole of the Earth, possibly breaking into sections and landing in 3 different noted areas. Now, he says maybe China, Africa, Western Africa, Wyoming, or Colorado, or Utah. Jason.
Well, as a precautionary measure, I'm going to pay my mortgage. So it's not late.
I wouldn't bother paying my mortgage, though. Seriously, if the world's going to blow up, I just say hell with it.
Just in case this doesn't happen, I want to make sure my payment's not late.
Right.
All right.
Exactly.
No, but going back to you were talking about volcanoes and stuff. I forget which one it is. I'd have to read back on it. But isn't there a volcano somewhere out west that has been like just kind of silent but stewing, and they're saying it could erupt?
Where's that? Is that the one in no? That's not near Sonoma. Where is that?
Yes, it's that, or in the national park, wherever.
They said Yellowstone Park.
Right.
Yeah.
they were talking about when that one erupts, if it does, it's literally going to cover half the United States with ash, almost like when the dinosaurs.
Well, let me see if I can. Let me see if I can locate that one. I want to find out where that one is, and that's in Yellowstone. That's a volcano, right, guys?
Right.
Yeah. Or a geyser that could turn into a volcano.
Okay, it's called. Yes, there is a volcano.
It should be cool by the time it gets here. You can take a
Yellowstone caldera. I think that's how you say it. Caldera volcano. Yeah, you never know. It might just go ahead and erupt. But the thing is, guys, it's just not one person saying this. No, this is going back to in the 2000s. They've been predicting that about the volcano in that's going to be a massive volcano. But I don't see how a volcano could, unless there's another, if they all go off maybe at once, but how could one volcano do that much devastation to the earth? That's what.
You can't.
Well, I mean, you don't know, because think about the ash, it covers how much of the United States and all that stuff, block out sunlight, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
Now, what
we're getting to something like that.
A comet hit. Oh, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, that would be cool to see Halley's Comet. But
okay, then they go on to say, if the event was somehow planned by ETs, why would they choose these locations, and why would it be simultaneous? Okay, that's what they're saying. Well, I just said it's going to happen at once. All the volcanoes are going to erupt at one time.
Oh my God!
No, on the 18th.
On the 18th of July.
Oh, it's going to be
good going, man. You know what? I'm going to Vegas, and I'm putting $1 million down.
I'm going to go sit in the refrigerator.
Someone wants to know where my hat is. I have my hat, but I thought I'd just shake it up a bit, guys. This is a hat. This is a hat. It's just a different.
I like it.
I just felt like being.
I like it.
See, great minds think alike. I never wear a hat. I throw a hat on. Jenny comes on. She's got a hat.
Yeah, we're just friends now. Yeah.
And Paps the total opposite, the bald head. So.
And what else are they saying here? Go to Godlike. Demon 2077 says you go to Godlike, you'll find a lot of information, and it's massive. So, okay, let's get back to the game.
Well, here's something to think about too. Being contrary to all this stuff, when you go on these sites and there's so many people that are involved with talking about certain topics and the predictions and stuff, don't you kind of think that at some point maybe people are just feeding off each other and then believing this, and then
listen, if I listen to the comments, they are all saying there's an unrest. There's a big everybody's at unrest about what's going on. There's so many people are feeling that there's just something isn't right. Okay.
Right, but that could all start with a small group, and then people start reading, and they tell
you're absolutely right.
Yes.
But according to this one, Sean, Israel and the United States are particularly concerned about what is about to happen. Okay. Even though it concerns the whole world, what is about to happen? Is it an event of historic scale that has not happened for thousands of years? And why is it happening now? And a lot of this stuff, Jason, came out. It seems like it was predicted by the same gentleman who predicted COVID, and he said it was going to happen, and now that has happened. Okay, Sean, what are your thoughts?
Okay, now this just came into my head. So Israel and the United States are like worried about this. Instead of it being a volcano or something, could we be attacked by Hamas or whoever, the Taliban, whatever, like another 9/11?
That's a good possibility, but they're not really concerned about us killing ourselves. It's something other. It's more natural or unnatural, unhuman. Jason, your thoughts?
I'm still on the fence, because I just keep thinking like, okay, July 18th. Now this is going to be burned into my brain, and then next week when we're talking about it, it's going to be like, oh look, nothing happened. It's happened.
Like the millennium, I taped out my windows with duct tape.
Like, you can't predict, they can kind of predict natural disasters, but anything can happen at any given time with that. Mother Nature, she can be mean,
I still have tape on my windows, okay?
But also the military can, make weather. Am I right on that?
Yeah, they make.
They got the weather machines and the Project Bluebeam.
Who says that they might not make volcanoes explode?
Yeah, what if they figure something out and then like, they would however they do it, something goes wrong and it just creates this like super storm, like
No.
Right, exactly.
Okay, so here
Exactly.
we go with, since you said superstorms, they're saying the air pollution could be something that's what's going to happen is probably related to air pollution in some way, because they talked more about it more than once. So air pollution,
well,
volcano eruptions, including Yellowstone. That would this would be just so this would be over the top if it has to
No.
do with air pollution, because doesn't volcanoes release some kind of gas that can kill you?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
ash. But we're talking about regular pollution. Something I took note while everybody was in quarantine. If you've seen a lot of places, the air quality got really good. Everything cleared up, and a lot of nasty stuff disappeared. So is it possible that that since everything's getting back to normal, that we created that much pollution to already again to jump right back into whatever's going to happen with that?
Yeah, definitely.
Interesting.
Because think about it, look at all the like LA and stuff, like the smog disappeared since COVID hit and everything shut down.
Well, getting back,
cleared up, and so.
Yeah, well, getting back to COVID, this one Reddick, his name, he seemed to have predicted COVID, made several references to an event that could change the world, as well as a celestial cosmic event. He speaks of few different events, and some of which he claims are orchestrated, some geological and others, and one is celestial. The timeline of these events is unclear, ranging from a bit later to a bit down the road after 2020. And none of his statements pointed to 2020 specifically, but he goes back to say that it is going to be something that's over the astronomical. So, and he also said the government is unstable. Meaning, that they said that the government's unstable, which it is, and it might be the reason why that everything's going to change in a few hours after this. So
the only thing I see changing is Biden's out, Kamala gets impeached, and they put Trump back in. That's it.
Yeah.
That's what I look.
So
with these election things, with the audits, maybe.
So since we got 3 days left to live, what's everybody's plans? What's everybody's plans?
I'm
going to get up and go to work, buddy.
Plans.
I'm going to go out and get up, go to work. Have breakfast, my iced tea unsweetened.
That is fantastic.
Enjoy the day.
That is fantastic.
There's nothing more. Well, just think, if there's like a lot of people listening to this, I bet you they're running to the grocery store right now.
Well, no, they will.
Paper.
They do tell you to do that because it's going to be a life-altering celestial event.
Sunday the 8th.
What it costs. Now, here we're getting to something really interesting, guys, because it's all over the internet. And I don't know if you're YouTubers like myself, but they're talking about the 3 days of darkness. Now, if anybody's in the comments to know anything about the 3 days of darkness,
I've been hearing about that since I was a kid. My grandma, she's a Carmelite, which is the next thing closest to a nun, being that she was married with children and stuff. And, I've heard about the 3 days of darkness from her. And I remember hearing my dad talk about it and stuff, where just from what I remember hearing, it's a period where like demons are going to come out and roam the earth. And basically you have to like black plastic your windows. And the problem that's going to be for a lot of people is, when they hear somebody at the door, it's not going to be that somebody. You know what I mean? Like, you can't open the door, but if you do, who knows what's going to happen. But these things are supposed to disguise, supposedly going to disguise themselves as like past loved ones and stuff like that to trick you into letting them in. So I've heard it's going to be a pretty scary time. If that's really going to happen, who knows?
Who knows? To be honest with you all, I never heard that before until right now.
Yeah,
okay, Sean.
I heard about 20-some years ago.
Well, I'll tell you a little bit. It's going to happen the later part of 2020, and we're in that, I think. We're pretty much in the later part. There will be an increased outrage, fighting storms, and 3 days of darkness. It's saying you actually should stock up on all your.
I could use some sleep, so I'm going to sleep it.
People are almost going to be like Jason said. They're going to be almost in a hypnotized state. And they're going to be, according to this particular post on Godlike, they said that people will be hypnotized and led onto an alien spaceship and taken off the planet. Very weird. After this, there will be some sort of light flash, perhaps a solar flare, that will somehow raise the frequencies of those left behind. And the 3 days of darkness theory, meaning we don't know if it's going to be a cyber attack in the form of a blackout. Will they get the grids? We won't have any internet. We won't have any phone. We will be in our homes without way to communicate with the outside world. So if you go to alexjones.com, no, I'm kidding. Infowars.com.
Everybody can actually like
products.
reset and get off social media for 5 minutes.
He has a lot of products for that.
Like, hey, how are you?
So you can go there to get some products in case that happens. But these people are taking this seriously, and I am one of those. For the fact is, I believe in the 3 days of darkness.
Okay.
And I believe it's going to happen. And when I think I'm going to actually,
part of the end of times, though, too.
I think we're going to see it in my lifetime, which I'm not really looking forward to, because I would like to do a little bit of living. And it brings us to the fact that we are so dependent on each other for survival, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Right.
And it seems like we've lost our bearings and we lost our faith. And I think if we would be more focused on what really matters instead of chasing these crazy conspiracies about the ends of time and about alien ships, and be more focused on what really matters, which is your family and God, or your God, whether it's Allah, Christ, Buddha, or the Supreme Mother Earth. I mean, we should be more focused on that and not so much on science and this craziness that we're seeing. And it really freaks me out, that because I fall victim to these things. I love to listen to this stuff. I mean, I get hypnotized, actually. I don't know about you guys, but at points where, you start to think, what if, like Jason said, what if there was an alien attack? What if you walked outside, like on the movie Tomorrow War or War of the Worlds, where you walk outside and you see this gigantic ship in the sky? What are you going to do?
Go sneeze
Take a picture of it.
Take a picture.
Sneeze on it, so give it a virus.
Take it a picture. Yeah. And you know what? God bless you, Jenny. And I'm glad that you really, and I'm not making fun of you at all. I'm just expressing how I feel about it. Okay. I have not been alien attacked, or, like they didn't probe me or nothing yet. I don't see UFOs. The only way that this is actually going to happen now, don't get me wrong, being on the show for over a year, I've got to learn about aliens, and, I'm a little bit leaning toward aliens. But when it comes to all this stuff that people are predicting, I'm sorry, but I just cannot see this happening. And I don't knock them. I just can't see it happening.
Well, just put your feelings in a box and do your research, Pap.
But I don't understand, Sean, because we'll get back to this conversation like over and over. You believe in ghosts.
Yeah.
You believe in spirits and demons and I don't know what, but the boogeyman, but you don't believe in aliens out there? What makes you so special? What makes you so special that there isn't another being more smarter than you that is from a different planet? What makes you so special that you're the only one? Or we're the only ones? Come on, think about it.
I am thinking about it.
Jason, come on.
Well, considering
okay, here's the deal.
Is never
whenever ET. No. Go ahead. Talk all you want. Go ahead. Talk all you want.
Go ahead. Elders first.
The only way. The only way. The only way that I actually, if I can see an alien, I'll be okay. If I can see one, if I can see a UFO come down, if I can see it in the air, if it landed in my backyard or whatever, okay. When it comes to the ghost, I've seen a lot of ghosts, okay, so I know they exist.
ICW.
But yes, and whenever I see that UFO spaceship
Well, I hope you get
land,
abducted tonight.
Pap, what would you
you know
do
what?
if you woke up and ET was in bed?
Yeah.
Once
know
you get
what?
one of those
You'd be
demon
like,
women that
"Oh,
come in and
photo."
attack you while you're sleeping.
Oh, there he
Pull-
goes.
See, now you would like that, huh?
The succubus. The succubus. Yeah.
Oh my.
No, but honestly, Jen, I believe I just believe in your beliefs, okay? Until I see it with my very own eyes, then I'll be still on the fence a little bit.
You know,
Wait, we got a
I can-
comment. We got 2 comments. 3.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
The 3 days of darkness happened before the rapture. So there goes your rapture theory. So
Right.
3 days of darkness and the people disappearing sounds biblical. Yes, it does. And then we have chances, all of them ghosts, alien, demons, angels, etc., are extra dimensional beings. Well, there you go. Because I think aliens are extra dimensional. And Boots says this was taken on 12. What was taken on 12, Boots? You're going to have to be more clear on that. I don't know what you're talking about. So you're going to have to, explain yourself a little bit clearer because I don't know what that means. Okay.
But going back to what Sean was saying, about, he's seen spirits and has evidence, and when it comes to aliens, until you see it, I can relate to that because, I was always skeptical with the paranormal. I had a little something here or there, but always looked for, like, well, this caused that or this caused that, whatever, until, living in a house with a poltergeist and then just off the chart stuff that you never even think is possible happening, and experiencing that firsthand just changed everything and made me a believer. So going back to what Sean was saying, I'm kind of with him on that. Once, I believe there could be other life forms out there. Do we know for actual facts? I don't think so. Unless they're hiding stuff, really, really well, but, just putting little snippets out there, like, hey, look at this, check this out. These are coming on the 18th, whatever. But until it's right there, I will not fully, believe it.
Okay, well, maybe this will change your mind. I just got this from one of our listeners. The fleet of 10 UFOs seen hovering near the ISS and NASA live stream. Theris explains go viral. I'm going to see if we can pull this up. This was taken on July 12th. Let me see if I can hear it.
Live streams has produced images of as many as 10 unidentified flying objects hovering around the International Space Station. The objects were spotted by an eagle-eyed space watcher who believes the live feed actually captured the UFOs forming a circle above the southern Atlantic Ocean. The conspiracy theorist arrived at his conclusion after carefully watching the footage that shows orb-like objects moving past the camera. All this, of course, is in the realm of speculation and theory, as NASA has not released an official statement about the sighting. However, the footage has been widely circulated and has led to discussions and several other theories among UFO and space enthusiasts on social media. The first screenshot that showed the orb-like objects was shared by UFO hunter Mr. MBB33. Posting the shocking discovery on YouTube, the UFO hunter said, "This is a screen grab from the International Space Station above the South Atlantic, at around 8:30 a.m. Watch the video here. 10 unknown objects traveling with the space station above the planet Earth," he added. Since then, many theorists and UFO hunters have commented on the images and have also shared theories of their own. A user wrote, "What it looks like to me is there's a whole bunch of black knight probes. I just checked the ISS cameras and those little specks are still there," wrote another. 2021 has been exciting thus far for UFO theorists and experts. In April, the Defense Department of the US confirmed that leaked photos and video of unidentified aerial phenomena.
Okay, so they've already seen another bunch of on UFOs just recently, and we have another comment from
Bill. Did you see that? That's a good comment from
Can
Bill.
you read that? I can only see
Yeah.
part of it for some
Yeah,
reason.
He said, very large asteroid hits the moon, melting its entire surface, turning the moon blood red. Debris falls to the earth over a period of months, raining fiery rock and blackening the sky, blocking the sun, all described in the Bible. That's an interesting
Whoa.
Yeah.
asteroid hit.
So
Because you think about that for a second. Say the moon like did get destroyed by an asteroid, and threw everything out. Like we actually depend on the moon so much with its gravitational pull for the oceans and everything else, with the high tides and the low tides and everything. What would happen if the moon disappeared? That'd be
crazy, dude.
I don't know.
well, the moon controls so many things. It controls a woman's cycle, the ocean tides. I think we'd be in a lot of trouble if the moon disintegrated.
Oh, absolutely. No doubt. No doubt.
We would be in a lot of trouble.
Isn't our body made up of 70% water?
Yes, salt too.
So what the moon would, doing, the tides, God bless us. So.
I wish I could show some videos, but we're not.
You're gonna grow like just big pieces of skin.
I wish we could show videos, but until I get the user password to the station's StreamYard, I can't do anything like that. Once we get that, we'll be able to do a lot more. We'll be able to take comments. We can bring people into the show, put them on, and I can just
it's coming.
Throw them out. So soon we'll be able to do that.
Sunday. As long as we survive this Sunday.
Yeah.
Well, if you believe in the 369 theory that Tesla said, he believed that if you have an affirmation, you write it 3 times in the morning and you say it for 17 seconds, meaning that it's already present tense, and you do it 6 times in the afternoon and 9 times before you go to bed. You can if you want the end of the world, you can probably make it. You just have to believe, I want the end of the world. Or if you want something crazy like aliens come down.
Your own world, not the entire world.
You can manifest anything you want. And I think, I don't know, sometimes I wonder if we just do it to ourselves by all these different thought waves going out into the universe.
And it's crazy.
That's possible.
Pandemonium amongst ourselves.
And there's so much hate and discord all the time. People are so unhappy.
Yep. Look how easy it is to start a rumor, and then all of a sudden a whole ton of people believe it. And
then if you start a rumor, it's said one way, and then by the time it's gone through 15 people, it's totally different.
Oh, absolutely. I remember doing stuff like that in grade school. They wanted to do an experiment and have all the kids line up, and then they tell the first kid in line, a sentence or something, and then by the time it got to the other end, it was something totally different.
Yep.
So
I remember
Pedro, that. Who are your friends? Pedro said his friends are coming. Are your friends aliens, Pedro? Are your friends from outer space? I would like to check that out, Chance, but I can't. If you send me, I'm going to see if I can see. I'll see if I can pull it up. He wants us to look at a video, but like I said, I can't show them on the air because we don't have the capability yet. And the producer's probably having dinner right now, so he probably can't do it either. So,
what did you have for dinner?
Nothing.
I had leftover tacos. Okay.
I had a hot dog. Oh, that's good.
I'm having macaroni and cheese.
Jenny. Tacos. Ooh.
And I think Joe liked what I said about him having dinner. Yeah. Unfortunately, we can't see them. Don't forget meeting. Okay, Joe, I got the meeting. Okay, thanks. I'm sorry. Since we're going to move off topic now for our other topic tonight, which is evil, and that goes back to a lot of people think that sometimes these extraterrestrials might be demonic, angels and demons in a war outside our atmosphere. So we're going to talk a little bit about. There is a new book that came out by a priest. His name is Monsignor Stefan Rossetti, and I just downloaded his book is sold out. It's called The Diary of an American Exorcist, and it was sold out for hardcover, but I did get a Kindle, so I'm so happy. I can't wait to start reading it. I'm going to try. I emailed him to try to get him on the show, so I'm going to keep my fingers crossed. And if I can't get him, I'm going to try to get another exorcist. A Catholic one, I hope, because I think they're the only ones truly that can get rid of these demonic presence. And I don't want to argue, Sean. I don't want to argue about that. I truly believe that Catholic priests are the only ones.
I wasn't even thinking that. I watched that movie. Yeah.
I might be able to help out with an exorcist.
What did you say? I can't hear you, Jason. You have to speak up. I'm a little happy.
I might be able to help out with a exorcist.
Okay.
I know a few people. Then I found out down the line. So I'll make some phone calls and see if they would be willing to.
Yeah, I don't want just a person that believes they're a minister. I want somebody.
No, he's a actual ordained exorcist. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I won't.
Does he work for the Catholic Church? Does he work with the Catholic Church?
Any information because let me find out.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
Well, that would be great if you could, because we have our next week filled out with a guest. So the 29th I still have open, and I have a couple dates in August open for guests. So if you can, that would be awesome, because this is something that terrorizes me. Exorcisms, like the movie The Exorcist, terrorized me as a kid.
Uncut version. Oh my God.
It just, and because it could happen, it's like, I truly believe that there is demons, because they're in the Bible, and Jesus had a devil in the 40 days he went into the desert. He was tempted by the devil. And now, according to this Monsignor, he said that now they're using our technology now to get us through our cell phones. Through technology.
Yep. Everywhere you go, all you see.
Yeah.
That's
it.
So
everywhere.
I saw him on Jesse Waters on, I believe it was Saturday, and I recorded it. And it just freaked me out, because that's scary. That's one thing that really scares me. Being a devout Catholic all my life, I say the rosary every day. People would think, wow, you do paranormal and you do the rosary every day. And I do the Divine Mercy, and I go to adorations on Wednesday, and I try to get to church every Sunday. And they said, well, what you're doing now is going to bring demonic presence in your life by doing paranormal. And I said, the Holy Spirit, why are you like, that's paranormal? The Holy Spirit is a ghost.
I have a thought. I just thought about it. Okay, so we're talking about this evil and the demons amongst us and stuff like that through like phones and stuff. What everybody says Facebook's the devil, blah blah, social media is the devil. Imagine what would happen if all the social media is just completely shut down, like because so many people are so wrapped up in it.
Oh no!
That'd be nuts, man.
Wouldn't that cause like a pandemonium?
Yeah,
like people would, because everybody's so focused on it.
There are some people
right there.
There are some people, Jason, that believe that this is the devil's toll. Social media and the internet, and because think about it, you have all this knowledge, and what do demons have?
They know
knowledge.
Everything. They know everything about you. They know,
and that's why they say, like this Monsignor Sean was saying that. How do you know it's a demon? Because they know things they shouldn't know.
Right.
They all have a name.
They will trick you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
They know everything about you.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And that's scary. That is so super scary. And that's why I'm trying to have a show on this and talk about this, because I'm intrigued. I'm not going to say I'm attracted to it, but I've always been attracted to the dark side. That meaning I'm a human being. Everybody is.
Right.
And like the show we're coming on to, Evil, that's on. It started out on CBS. I don't know. I tried to send you the links to that. I don't know if you had a chance to do some research on it. But
that is a creepy TV show. I'm telling you what. I watched the first season, about 3 or 4 episodes of it, and I tell you what, it really freaked me out, creeped me out. I couldn't watch it no more. I'm being honest with you.
It is. I'm on season 2. Jason, have you seen any episodes?
No, I haven't had a chance yet. Been super busy with work.
I'm going
to catch up on a lot of programs.
I'm going to give you a short little synopsis on this. So David, his name is David. He is a priest in training, and I can't see it, and I have to put my silly glasses on. What the heck? I'm getting old, turning into pap. Okay, wait a minute.
You know, one way to get rid of all the demons would probably be if everybody on the planet Earth just ate Taco Bell.
That's true. That's true. I love Taco Bell. Like I said, I had it tonight.
There ain't gonna be no demons around for that.
All right. So if anybody out there in the comments have seen it, I want to hear about. I'm going to do a little short for people who haven't. We have 7 minutes left. Are you serious? Jeez.
Yep.
Holy crap. Okay. Well,
7
David is a
minutes.
priest in training who believes in Jesus, miracles, and the supernatural. Kristen is a forensic psychologist who denies all three. Everything she says has scientific explanation, but in CBS News series Evil, which was a couple years ago, two are paired together to investigate the Catholic Church and backlog unexplained mysteries. So it goes on and they investigate. It's sort of like Scully and Mulder.
Yep.
Okay, like the skeptic, and then there's the Catholic priest. But literally, that show is horrifying. And if you haven't watched it, watch it. It's on Netflix, the first season. And the second season is on Parliament. And I got a subscription just for that, and I'll cancel it. And it goes into details about they have sleep demons. You want my password? I could probably give it to you. If I could. I don't even know what my password is to that. But it's really. But you can watch season 1. I don't know if you have Netflix. Season 1 is on Netflix.
I got it.
It goes into the sleep demons, sleep paralysis. What do you call them? Those evil demons, those women demons, Sean?
Succubus,
whatever. They have that.
Succubus.
Wow.
Succubus.
And it's just it's horrifying. And I just want to talk about that. So if everybody, I just think it's a really well done series. Okay, y'all need a longer show, 5 minutes. Okay, Joe.
5 minutes. 5
minutes.
We can do a longer show, but we have to do it at a time where Sean's has to get up early for work.
I have to get up early. I thought that's what old people do. They get up at like 4 o'clock for no reason.
5 o'clock. I can work around my schedule. I mean, how long do you want to go? Hour and a half, 2 hours, Jenny? What do you think?
I can probably do an hour and a half without phone. I have that adult deficit disorder where I can't sit still and I have to move around.
Right. You know what? 6:30 to 8 would be awesome if we did that one show. That would be great because our shows are.
Yeah.
I'll talk to Joe about it.
I think, but we have to have good topics. So if anybody wants to, okay, we got to go. We got to get off.
No, we didn't.
All right.
They didn't say yet.
Okay, Jason, you tell me when because I can't keep up with that.
Yeah.
Sean G, 2 hours passes fast. Yeah, we need some topics. So if anybody has any ideas, I'm running out of ideas for topics. There's a lot of paranormal stuff out there, but it's hard to find guests, and I think I've extinguished most of the people I know. So if you know,
but you know what, Jenny, this is great. This is great. The three of us.
Yes, it is. We need. Okay, yeah. You had. Wait. Where's the Hat Man chant? Okay, your death experiences. We are doing that in August. We have a woman who died and it's coming back. We have that coming in August. Yeah, you did. You said you did some investigations and you had some good. You think there's some NDEs. What are NDEs? No, it's near-death experiences. Okay, so you've had a ghost adventure.
Sure did. Mm-hmm.
So we'll talk about it for 2 seconds that we.
We investigated the Abel Cauley Tavern this past weekend. You know, it's a tavern along Route 40 in Fayette County, Pennsylvania, and you know, it dates all the way back to the mid 1800s and everything. And you know, it's turned into a museum right now, and it's really cool. I'm actually working on putting a video together, which will give some of the history, show some of the museum artifacts,
That's cool.
and then getting into the paranormal. And while we were there, you know, no pun intended, but it was dead. Yeah, just dead.
What do you mean? There was nothing there?
It seemed like nothing. See, that's the thing. This is why you have to keep your cameras rolling at all times, because as I'm starting to review stuff, I've been catching spirit voices when there was nobody in the rooms, orbs that were going crazy over certain equipment. And, you know, it's getting me excited, you know, to get this video together. Because, like I said, when we were there, it just seemed like there was nothing happening. But
No.
the cameras don't lie either. So
Nope.
that's where
No,
we
they
got some
don't.
stuff. So hopefully, I'll have that done here within the next couple of weeks.
I got like 3 static cameras. I call them trail cameras. And out of 400 pictures, I only got one good one, Jenny. One good video. That was it.
It wasn't a
one good
video.
video. That was it.
That's not very impressive.
Well, no.
Yeah, come on.
No. See, no. You don't understand.
1 minute.
One minute. We have 1 minute.
1 minute. But you don't understand real quick. Okay. If you get one good video out of 400 to a paranormal investigator, that's good.
Who wants to review?
How do you know
400
they
things?
really aren't aliens disguised as ghosts?
Jeez.
Come on one with us, Jenny.
Yeah,
Come
on,
on
Jenny.
an investigation. Yes.
Who wants to come
Jason, he
investigate?
might
Hit
scare
us up.
me.
We'll take you out. Anybody.
Oh.
Yeah, seriously.
Can I bring
Message us
Ava
on
with me?
Facebook.
All right. All right, we got 30 seconds, I think.
Okay,
30
well,
seconds.
thank you all for tuning in tonight to Chasing Prophecy Radio. Remember to like us on Facebook and YouTube, and have a great weekend coming up. And watch out for July 18th. I hope you have your 10 caps.
See you all next week. Thank you.
See y'all next week.
Ciao.
Ciao. Bye.